Good morning, students. I hope you all are fine. Today, I will tell you a story. The name of the story is The Lion and the Mouse. It is very beautiful. You will find it in your buzzword book, page 115. So, children, get ready to listen to my story. But before I begin, I would like to tell you something. The story has been presented in your textbook in play form. Now, what is play? Play or drama is a form of literature which is presented in dialogue format, where there are two or more characters and there are plots or scenes. There are three scenes in the play and two main characters. And the two main characters are the lion and obviously the mouse. So let's start. Scene 1. In the first scene, we can see that a large lion is fast asleep under a tree on the banks of a river. A tiny mouse who is playing behind the tree jumps on the sleeping lion. The lion wakes up. So the lion is sleeping under a tree and a tiny mouse, tiny means very small, is playing behind the tree and jumps on the sleeping lion by mistake. And as a result, the lion wakes up. Lion, you silly little creature, how dare you disturb me? Disturb means to interrupt someone. So the lion is very angry because the mouse has disturbed his sleep. The mouse is frightened and starts trembling. Frightened means to get afraid, and trembling means shaking slightly out of fear. The tiny mouse is shivering in fear because the lion is very angry with him. Mouse. The mouse is saying, "Oh, Mr. Lion, I didn't mean to wake you up. I am so sorry." So the mouse is apologizing for his mistake. Lion. Growling. The word growling means making a low, deep, angry sound. But the lion is very angry. Grrr, I am going to squash you. The word squash means crush something into a flat shape. The lion is so angry that he wants to crush the little mouse under his feet. Mouse. Please, Mr. Lion, forgive me. I will never ever do this again. So the mouse is again apologizing and he said that he will never do this. Lion. Now the lion is saying, "Well, I will let you go this time, but don't make this mistake again." So the lion is good and he has forgiven the mouse. Mouse. Now the mouse is saying, Thank you, Mr. Lion. You were so good and kind. You were strong too. I will help you someday." So the mouse is very happy because the lion has forgiven him, and he said that if there will be need, then one day he will surely help the lion. Lion laughing. Ha ha ha. Do you know why the lion is laughing? The lion is laughing because he is so strong, and he is thinking that it is impossible that a tiny mouse will help him. How can a small creature help a strong animal like him? You silly little mouse, what can you do? Run away now and don't talk about things you can do. Scene 2. In the second scene, we can see that a few days later, some hunters come to the forest in the morning. They catch the lion. They tie him up with a net and ropes. The lion roars in pain. The little mouse hears him. So some hunters, hunter means the people who chase and kill the wild animals. They come to the forest and they catch the lion in a net. And the lion is roaring. He is crying in pain. And the little mouse hears him. Lion. I am hurt. Hurt means to get wounded. I am in pain and the hunters will return tomorrow and put me in a cage. Cage means lock up. So the lion is afraid that next day the hunters will return and put him in a cage. Mouse. Now the mouse has come. Don't move, Mr. Lion. I will help you. My friends and I will bite these ropes and set you free. You know that the teeth of a mouse are very sharp and they can bite strong ropes. So the mouse promised the lion that if there will be need, he will help the lion, and he has come to his rescue. Lion, I don't think you can do that. You may break all your teeth, but you won't be able to make a hole big enough for me. But the lion didn't believe him. He thought that the mouse won't be able to help him. Mouse, don't worry, Mr. Lion. I will run off and send a message to all my friends in the forest. Scene 3. This is the final scene. In the final scene, we can see that the mouse returns with 3 other mice. So the mouse has called his 3 friends. Mouse, now be good and don't move. We are small, but we are many. We will stop talking and start walking. And what did they do? Other mice, we will bite the ropes around your head. Other mice, we will bite the ropes on your legs. Other mice, we will climb on you and we will bite the ropes on your great body. So, one mouse decided to bite the ropes around his head. Another one decided to bite the ropes on his legs. And other mice decided to bite the ropes on his great body. And in this way, the lion is free. Soon the lion is free. He stands up and shakes himself. Lion, thank you, my little friends. Now I know that even the tiniest creatures can help the big ones. So the lion is very happy and he is giving thanks to the mice. Mouse, I am so glad we could help you. And the mouse is also very happy to help the lion. Lion, quickly now, the hunters will be here soon. Let's all run away. So they ran away from the place. So children, from this play or from this story, we can learn 2 things. The first thing is that every mercy has its own reward. The lion showed his mercy and as a result, the mouse helped him. And another one is that your size doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that how small you are or how strong you are. The thing which matters is your willpower. If you have the willpower, then you can achieve a great thing. And there is no small creature that cannot help a greater, right? So read the play from your book along with the spellings and correct pronunciation. Thank you.